Hello and welcome to Limbo Show once again, and I've got a few more reviews to do, so let's get to it. So coming first is The Sky is Everywhere, directed by Josephine Decker. This has some heart, some strong performances. I just struggled to get invested into the story, so I'm going to give it a C minus. Next up is Lilo and Stitch, the remake. I think it's a fun remake, it's got plenty of heart. It doesn't quite capture the emotional impact of the original movie, in my opinion. And I think Captain Cantu's absence was noticeable from the film. I do think him being in it would have given Jumper and Blakely a bit of motivation. So yeah, that was a bit of a misstep with this. I didn't mind not easily spoilers. Not leaving about Lilo. Because I think her actions were driven to help family. So people who are having issues with that's my opinion on it. I'm going to give this a B. Next up is Mission Impossible. Sorry, that was directed by James Fleischer. Next up is Mission Impossible Fallen Reckoning, directed by Christopher McQuarrie. I thought this was an intense and highly enjoyable action film with excellent set pieces throughout, like you'd expect. The ending does feel a bit rushed, but I do think the quality of the action more than makes up for it, so I'm going to give it a B+. Next up is Holyrood, directed by Babak Anvari. I think this was an intense and creepy thriller that keeps you questioning whether what's happening is actually real, which, in my opinion, adds to the appeal of the film. And I think Rosamund Pike and Matthew Rhys both deliver excellent performances, so I'm going to give it a B+. Next up is The Finishing Scheme, directed by Wes Anderson. Sorry, what it is. Sorry about that. So I think this was quite fun. It's funny. I don't think the plot was there wasn't much substance to it, and it did feel quite rushed. So I'm going to give it a C+. Next up is Save Yourselves, directed by Alex Houston Fisher and Eleanor Wilson. Um, so in my opinion, this was absolutely dreadful. On this watch, I have seen it another time, and I thought it was a little bit better at that time. I just couldn't get into it at all. It felt rushed, and the plot didn't really work for me. So I'm going to give it an A. Next up is Fear Street Prom Queen, directed by Matt Palmer. Kind of intense, with some interesting lore. Do feel it's a bit of a step down from the other Fear Street films, so I'm going to give it a B-. Next up is Elliot and Ava, directed by Claire Bernard. The acting's solid. Plot didn't work for me. It just felt very rushed overall, and I just couldn't get into it, so I'm going to give it a D+. Next up is Karate Kid Legends, directed by Jonathan Entwistle. This has got good choreography throughout. The plot, in my opinion, felt rushed though, and even though it's not a boxing film, it does spend too much time on boxing training sequences and the match, which, in my opinion, just bogs this film down. I just wish I focused more on the lead training for the actual tournament. And there's an end credit scene which I really enjoyed, it was really strong, so I'm going to give it a C+. Next up is The Salt Path, directed by Marianne Elliott, which was well acted by Julie Hanson and Jason Isaacs, full of heart and overall just perfect film, so I'm going to give it an A+. Next up is Fan Reviews, directed by Guy Ritchie, which I thought was a fun film. It's funny. It does feel a bit rushed, and the writing for me doesn't really land, so I'm going to give it a C. So what do you think about the movies? If you've seen them, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell next time. You watch your movies.